What's up, guys? Broski Gamers here. Keanu on the voiceover. Kane and me in the video. We are playing a match, Darklord versus Time Thief. As you see, I open up the Gold Sea. Beautiful start. Dump the Springans booty. Just special summon Springans Merrymaker from the extra deck. Merrymaker on summon will dump. I believe I went for the Sargus right here. Yep, Sargus to grave. Kind of loading up the grave a little bit. I did not open up that well. I think I opened up double booty, Springans Call, and Springans, the other trap card. I forget, Springans Blast, I believe. So I did not open up that optimal. Just a couple disruptions, couple like annoying things, but not that great. Kane starting off. Hopefully, I can't remember how this match went exactly, but so he opened up Eggshell. Eggshell's discard. That and another Darklord card. Draw 2. This deck has insane draw power. But you will see that as the match progresses. And I think that's one of the most annoying parts. Darklord is just an incredible draw engine, like in general. Not too much of a payoff, but we have been testing the Despia build a little bit. But before I go off on this tangent, Darklord Banishment. I believe that one adds 1 to your hand. Kane always takes a sweet little time. Searching. So he went with the Nastin. Yeah, these playbacks, I'll tell you, like it's like I always can see Kane's cards a little bit, but like mine, and I never remember. You can see the dot right there. The dot is just to signify like it has an extra 500 boost from Sargus. I know it's not mandatory to do, but while me and Kane are testing, I could let him freely walk into a 2600 body, but whatevs. So he pitched 2, especially some of the Nastin. And then I believe he went for Nastin's effect. Pays cost 1,000. That's gonna copy a effect engrave. I Springans blasted that, just negates effects. But it does not matter. He has Darklord contact. This one special summon the Superbia from the grave. Superbia will trigger. Special summon the I believe that's Tezcatlipoca. Tezcatlipoca's probably got the 6th artwork out of all the Darklords. That's my opinion. Whatevs. So Tezcatlipoca's, I believe, is at 2600 or 28. I can't remember. So we went to battle. Banish Merrymaker. Gold Sea is gonna negate that card's attack. The Tezcatlipoca. And then, so went ahead and passed turn. Merrymaker comes back in the end phase. So right here, I'm thinking, I really don't got it like that. This match, I really didn't draw like much of my engine in general. Usually you want to open up like 2 Springans monsters, whatever. I think personally right here, he had already gained so much board presence. I was like, well, like, fuck it. I just need to wall up a little bit because I can always like battle fade 1 attack basically. And then he's going to have a little trouble getting over 2800 attack beater. So he paid cost for Nastin. Booty, my Merrymaker banish, and then Booty's effect when a Xyz monster leaves the field by a card effect, I can blank, a card's effect. So that's what I did. So he paid the cost, but it didn't really do much because Tezcatlipoca has the same effect basically. They all can pay 1,000 to copy that effect. Like, I just hate this deck so much. This deck just goes and goes and goes and goes. You definitely need like a Droll. Like, Droll will really stop this deck, but a single Ash won't do it. Veiler, there's not, only Droll like kind of puts this deck in check because it just loves drawing cards. And then ultimately it leads to like a big ass board of like big beaters. But he went for the Darklord Zerato. And I believe it's gonna come down right here. I can't remember exactly. Oh, he had the eggshell again. I don't think y'all can see that on the camera. I can't really tell what is in his hand. It looks like a Darklord Uprising, which that's just nasty. What you want to get Darklord Uprising actually engraved, so you don't have to like it's not as big of an investment to special summon that out, because you're just copying the effect. The cost is like the 1000 instead of discarding another card out of hand. He had another banishment in hand, so essentially you can use all these cards have limitless uses, basically, not per turn, but you know what I mean. Like if you have 3 in deck, for every monster they all copy its effect, so it just does it over and over and over again. Crazy annoying. Really, you really just blister through this deck. I know I've said that a few times, but damn, it sucks. It sucks. You just gotta play against it. And that's Morningstar. He went for Morningstar. And I don't even think he needed it, but it's right here. He was thinking, I think he went into Condemned. What's that? Condemned Darklord? Condemned, I forget what the link's called. And he was just seeing which order he wanted to do the effects in. Like, he's pretty much got free range, because the one disruption I had, I kind of like blew it early. But I guess hindsight, like, I mean, I didn't really blow it early, because at no point me like using the Booty's effect would have changed the outcome of this turn or like the next turn or anything like that. Because it just went to choke the deck out, period. So he's adding a Darklord card off the Condemned Darklord, which whatever her name is, effect. And he's gonna add the Indulge. He has not normal summoned yet. I think right here, I think a little bit later, where he was like, damn, like, you know, I searched Indulge, but I did not want to use that as a normal summon. I think he wanted to go over to the Morningstar, but I can't remember at this point. So Indulge effect, he's gonna special summon Uka back to my field, add the Amdusk, that's the horse, Darklord Amdusk to his hand. And then I think this is where we realized what happened. So he was banishing 2 to normal summon, but it's counted as a, you would think it's a special summon, but no, it's like another, it's a tribute summon. So it's another normal summon. He already, and I was signifying right there, hey, you've already normal summoned Indulge. That's kind of it for that. Really didn't change too much other than maybe ending it a little earlier, but you know, is what it is. So he had the contact in hand, literally just has everything. It's just super annoying. So I think he went back for Superbia. I think he's just kind of digging through it. Thought about, oh no, he went for the Zerato. Okay, so I believe he just blew up my board with Zerato. Yep, blew it up. And then I think that's game. I think that was game right here. Oh no, he activated another effect. I guess he activated Testicle Polka again. For some reason I thought he went into battle phase right here. So he activated Testicle Polka, so he brought out Yugioh off Superbia, and I just wrapped it up right there. I had seen enough. That was just way too deep. Okay, this turn I think I opened up significantly better. So Gold Sea, Springans Watch, you love to see it, because Springans Watch, when you have Gold Sea already, you can just search any Springans card, Springans monster, I think, I don't know, but I got the Sargus, because off the Gold Sea I was going to pitch Sargus. Going to Merrymaker. Merrymaker is one of the best like turn 1 openings you're going to make in this deck. So Merrymaker dump Brothers off summon, Brothers special summon Sargus. Always got to make sure you order those in the right way. Brothers has to have that target. So now Sargus on field. I will normal summon my Winder. Winder's effect will add another Time Thief. Then when a Time Thief's normal or special summon, the Adjuster comes out. So I'm gonna overlay for my Time Thief Redoer. And then I'm gonna attach Brothers from Grave. That's pretty much it. So this is actually, it does not look like much, but it's a very unassuming board because you got Redoer. I'll rip one off the card of his deck. You got Sargus. Sargus can detach a card from one of your Xyz monsters, pop a card. It's like a bad Dryden. Redoer, the trap effect is probably by far one of the better effects. You just stack a card back on top of the deck. And then Merrymaker with the gold seal on field will just like straight up negate an attack. So got to love to see it. So comes down to Nastin. I think he was activating an effect, maybe. I don't know. So right here, I just didn't want it to go any further than it needed to. I went ahead and Redoered, stacked his Nastin back on top, and banished my Redoer by detaching a monster and a trap. And with 2 cards in hand, you would not think you could do a lot. He could do a lot still, but he actually can. It's plenty. Had the contact, or yeah, I think that's contact. Yeah. So brings back the Superbia into the Indulge. Indulge will give me the Uko back. Uko back's probably one of the most annoying cards. It doesn't really do anything for you, but it kind of clogs you up because I don't really have a link card to get rid of it. So really messes me up in a way. It just kind of clogs my board. I didn't realize how much of a problem that would be until like this match in particular. So I did activate Sargus, pop Superbia. And he's just doing a little graveyard checky check. And I guess like the weirdest thing about the Time Thief, the Time Thief Springans deck, like, man, it's excellent in the grind match. It really is. Like, the advantage is like never ending, but it's hard to crank out a bunch of damage like in a short amount of time. And you'll kind of see that over the course of this turn, especially. So we'll just have to see. So I went ahead and banished. I think he declared battle, and I just, negated it basically. Forgot to end phase, bring those back. Draw phase, standby phase. Standby phase, Redoer will take the top card off of his deck. Eggshell, that's a beautiful card to see off the top. Don't need him digging into his deck any more than he already does. Activate the flyback. Right here, I was like, oh yeah, if I attach retrograde, the next thing he'll do, I'll literally just stack it on top, and that should be pretty much game. So from right here, switch Merrymaker into attack. We're gonna get some thick damage, I believe. I'm gonna attach Sargus from Grave. I want to say I attached Sargus from Grave. I was looking at the Winder. No, Sargus still on the field. I was checking Winder because I thought you could special summon it from the grave, but you can't. It's just a hand. Or maybe it was. I can't remember actually. Or did I have that? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. It's harder to see this like on the playback when you're doing the voiceover, but So Winder brings the bezel from the deck. I'm going to a double barrel, Time Thief double barrel. This is one of the newer ones from the Ghost of the Past set. It's not that great. It really didn't do too much for the deck. Like, it has like a couple couple effects. Like, I think when you detach a monster, it gains 400. It's got a double attack effect, double attack effect. Right here I just loaded up the cards in my hand under the Merrymaker. Then battle phase. Merrymaker's like at 26. So that's 1,000 to the dome. Redoer direct. Double barrel direct. You know, and that's what I'm saying. Like, any other like deck would probably be able to like, you know, push out 8,000 between 3 monsters. This one just struggled a little bit. I got a spell. That's just nuts. So now I have a spell trap. So I literally stack one, draw one. That's just nasty. I'm gonna let him get a search first, because he has already committed to that normal. He gives me another Uka back. Hate that card. I took out the Bujinki link, which kind of sucks because I would have been just linked that off, but whatevs. He added I believe it was Nurgle. I couldn't really tell. So Yugioh. Little graveyard check again. Yep, so here it goes. I activate Redoer. And he just kind of scoops up. He just showed me what he had in his hand. Nuts Christie in hand. He probably drew that like turn 2 or 3. So game 3. Let's do it. Lure of Darkness. Gotta hate to see it. It was better than one Allure of Darkness, I guess 2. So let's do it again. He banished Indulge. So that probably tells me he has another one. I believe he banished an Ukobak. And like I said, Yugioh into another 2. That's hilarious. But right here I had the Gamma. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about using Gamma right here. I probably used it way too early, but I mean, whatever. I felt like he had dug deep enough. Then just kind of mega punish because the contact Indulge back because he pitched Indulge off the Yugioh. Indulge when it's normal special summon, you can special summon, take 2 Darklords, special summon 1 to your opponent's side of the field, add 1 to your hand. What's pretty crazy about that is if you open that up and you give them Uka back or something, like that's pretty much it, because they can't imperm or anything like that. Trade-in's pretty nasty for the Superbia. Monster Born, oh my gosh, he had everything. Superbia comes back, Superbia brings back Eggshell. So this is just like kind of like, it's kind of disgusting, honestly. It's just kind of nuts. Right here, he went to the Condemned Darklord. I believe it was the Condemned Darklord. And kind of like why he's like kind of looking this over, as you see the plays progress. I think Kane picked this deck up a couple months back and just completely came off of it. I really don't know why. He kind of pivoted back towards he pivoted into Cyber Dragon because he saw like a lot of success with that at our local level. And we kind of forgot all about this deck. If you look back at our channel, we've done a profile. We'll probably be uploading an updated one because he's fallen back in love with his deck. And we actually are setting up a tournament here soon. But not to get too far off on a tangent. He activated Yugioh's effect. Oh, is that Yugioh? I can't tell which one that is. But he activated its effect. They all kind of do the same thing. Activated a card. Bring back the contact, bring back Superbia, bring back Indulge. And yeah, it's just gotten out of hand. I mean, you see how much, even if you had Nibiru, he can play through it. They can play through it. And he knows he can. That's why he played so greedy. He probably could have went into Appaloosa way earlier. One of the nastiest boards you'll end on in this deck that's pretty easy to get into is Appaloosa Christia. Appaloosa Christia Pass, and that's just, you know how that goes. So here he goes into Appaloosa. You kind of can't see it for the life point tracker. We need to learn how to edit a life point tracker, and that'd be pretty sick, wouldn't it? Yo, let us know in the comments, though. Let us know in the comments if you know how to do that. But passed it back to me. It does not look like it, but I actually have like a tall mountain ahead of me. With the Appaloosa for 3, and I think I have 1 monster in hand, so it's definitely being negated. Or I think so I had to pitch, see right there, I had to pitch a trap to use my gold C because I don't have another monster. So I had brought out Merrymaker. Well, I was about to bring out Explorer, but I knew he could negate the Explorer, so there was absolutely no point. And looking back on it, I just am really bad at math, I guess, because the Appaloosa is at 24. I could have brought out Explorer at 26 with the field spell, and then swung over it. But I feel like I kind of had to read that he had an enchantment face down. That would have been a mega punish. He would just ended the game on the crackback pretty much. So Merrymaker with no materials is not ideal at all. But my Merrymaker is at 2100 right now. Yeah. And now I can see that a little bit better. He has an eggshell. That's an eggshell and Appaloosa on the field. So I was correct a couple minutes ago. So Wanderer's Effect, I will add a Time Thief card. And he will enchantment. I'll get my Time Thief card, but that's pretty much where it ends. And I got the regulator. I got the regulator because I was like, well, if he kind of just destroys everything, I can this is my thinking right here. So I was like, well, he'll probably clear the board. He'll probably most likely clear the board, and I'll at least have a regulator to try to get him back on the crackback. So if you open up regulator and a Springans card, Springans monster, you're pretty much good, because you can go back into regulator or you double barrel and an explorer, and you can really start chipping away at it. But spoiler alert, it did not work out best case scenario. So I just went into battle phase, kind of crashed over the Appo. He's checking his extra deck. No, that's his graveyard. Sorry, my bad. So I blasted the eggshell and negated its effects. And then right here, I was really just trying to stall a little bit. So he went in battle phase, tried to swing over the Merrymaker, banished Merrymaker. So he went over the Winder, leaving that Uka back. So Spriggan's Booty, that's going to give me like a little bit of a disruption. So I can probably like phase his attack again. Trade in off the top, that's stupid. So he's going to pay the cost for his Yugioh. I'm going to use Merrymaker's effect. Booty will negate his Yugioh. Wait, no, I didn't. I think he was paying cost for a previous turn. I think he said he forgot. I'm not really sure. But he did not activate it again. Now, yeah, he activated it. Yeah. So the Yugioh won't attack, will negate. He passes it right on back. Merrymaker comes back. I did not open up a monster. I think I opened up I got the paid orb, but that's 1. So like that literally doesn't do anything for you, like whatsoever. 1 and a Merrymaker is just not good. And this whole time I was thinking, damn it, if that Ukabak was a 4, like it would be good, because I could go into another Merrymaker, or I'd go into a Redo or a double barrel. And he opened up the the Darklord Searcher, the Rhoda of the deck. And at this point I was like, well, I think I've stalled as long as I can. It's not looking too good for me. So Merrymaker with 1 material. He searched the contact. I think one's called Banishment of the Darklords, the other one's called like Darklord Contact. I don't know. So That's a Monster Reborn. Monster Reborn is Superbia. Superbia bring back Indulge. Indulge effect. He will special summon. I think he special summoned another Ukuback to my field. Perhaps. Here I was gonna Merrymaker, and I was like, oh, well, I'll only get the Indulge because I can't do that. And then I was like, wait a second, he has not used Yugioh yet, so I can't really do that. With Indulge, he gives me, I think he gave me an Indulge. He got Nurgle. I did not know this. Nurgle does piercing. He gives all the fairies piercing damage, which is typically not a big deal. Until it's a big deal. In this game, it was definitely a big deal because they're all big beaters. My cards have no defense. And I wonder why he didn't give me another Uka back. One reason was because he had banished the other one off the lore first turn. But he gave me an Indulge. And I was like, damn, why would he? You know, that's something you kind of want, you know, in the crackback at least. But Indulge has 0 defense. Nurgle has 27 attack. Everything else has like, I think Yugioh has 25. Even his Indulge has 16. So, you know, it's not looking good. He paid the cost for Yugioh. I negated Yugioh because I didn't want him to copy another gateway or another banishment because that would just be like the absolute end. From right here, he went into another Condemned Witch, Condemned Dark. What's her name? I don't know. Condemned Witch, whatever. Yo, I'm gonna feel like a clown when I watch his back because I cannot see what that card is called. Is it Condemned Witch? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. So right here, he starts Tezcatlipoca, the coolest Darklord. Shout out Mexico. So right here, he banished 2. I thought he had normal summon, but he didn't. He brought out Morningstar. Morningstar is just zesty. That's a big boy. No, that's Nurgle. That's Nurgle. That's Nurgle. Yeah. But the links effect, you can banish 2 to tribute summon 1 monster is counted as a tribute summon. I thought he was using special effect, but no, he's just hard summoning Nurgle. Nurgle. Okay, so he used copy gateways effect, paid his 1,000, brought back Superbia, brought back the link. I think he's just shuffling up right here. I really can't remember what he did at this point. Oh, so he just went for mega damage. Yeah, right here I was like, what? It does piercing with everything? And yeah, so this hurts a lot. Big damage. So pass it back to me. I believe my Merrymaker returns. Right here he was asking if both of his links would activate, and he thought he would gain both of their life gaining effects, but it says you can only use the effect of the Condemned Darklord once per turn, each of it once per turn. So he'll gain 2,500 at the end phase for every fairy he controls. But that'd be insane if he gained 5,000. I would just quit right there. That's pretty much it for that. I was just looking for a way out. I knew I didn't have a way out. Yeah, I could have been able to search any 2 monsters. I don't think I would have gotten through it. I really needed a honestly, the Merrymaker returning every turn at the end phase was kinda hurting me a little bit. I was gonna try to figure a way to get like Brothers Engraved, especially some in the Sargus. But you know, because I was like, if I can get 2 level 8s, I'll have an Explorer. I can attach everything from Grave and just like blow up. At least I can at least kill his Morningstar and Superbia, which wouldn't have done that much. I could have attacked over Darklord and then blew some up, but that wouldn't have done that much. So I added Paydor. I attached Paydor from Grave. I attached Sargus from my hand. And then I just go over battle. Because my Merrymaker's actually at 2600 right now. He gains 1000 from the field spell, 500 from the Sargus attached. So I just went over the top one. I believe. No, I actually think right here he had the rebellion. Yep, he had the rebellion. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much a game. Let us know in the comments what you want to see next. Let us know if we misplayed anything. Let us know if you want to see the updated Darklord profile. Consider subscribing, like the video, and we'll see you next time, broskies.